Welcome to Liberty Line's Collapse episode. I'm your host, Pat Kansor. This episode is brought to you by the smallest things can mean so much when it comes to saying, I love you. They encourage a stronger connection all year long. Give and get peace of mind. Purchasing life insurance is one of the best ways to show your loved ones just how much you care. A life insurance policy is a big step in helping to protect the financial future of those who matter most. To learn more about life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company, connect with John Hagee, American Family Insurance Agent, Hollister, Missouri. He can help you understand what amount of coverage is right for your needs and walk you through different options to get the protection your loved ones deserve. American Family Insurance, John Hagee Agent, 2527 South Business Highway 65 in Hollister, Missouri. Phone number 417-334-0704. Email jhagee@amfam.com. If you're a student of history and read the fine and small stories of the day, you would see an eerily similar pattern. This pattern typically reflects the actions of leaders who have become so bloody corrupt that their hold on things starts to fall apart. 1. Again, the top of these is re-regionalizations. This is where local governments start to exert more control over day-to-day functions that the federal government used to do. This is akin to the line in Star Wars where Grand Moff Tarkin says that the regional governors now have direct control. But in the case of the Romans and now the U.S., the regional government is doing things well outside of normal. Looking at Iowa and Texas, Montana, and others openly flouting Biden. 2. The hike in actual laws that directly govern the people as a whole. Most do not realize that 80 to 90% of laws written are actually designed to mandate how the government interacts with its established law with the people. Here we are seeing the government turn on the people. Open censorship, confiscation, and other actions. As with Rome, in those times the local governments took over their regions, but also the local microeconomies were suffering. The macroeconomy was centered on Rome and its replacement cities when the capitals were moved around. 3. Taxes in Rome were earmarked for the building of temples, palaces, and infrastructure of the people, but most often only benefited the rich and well-connected. Certain baths built in the 2nd century were geared in this way. This is a huge warning to everyone who understands this. Infrastructure jobs should never be a driving factor in an economy. They should be secondary and applied as needed. When the government is pushing infrastructure jobs, it means it has no real money to fully work on. This pattern has repeated so many times in history. Most recently outside the U.S. was what is called Japan's lost decade. Now consider what I said earlier. When local governments have shut down the means of production for small items, the larger items start to suffer. Microchips, anyone? When you shut down or otherwise restrict production of the aggregate components of a larger system, the larger system can't function. There is no actual economy that can sustain the necessary flow of money because the people are unemployed and thus not consuming as normal, and moreover, even if they had enough money, still could not in many cases because of the unnecessary restrictions put on by their government. Now enhance this. I had a conversation with several folks recently within the local government. These are folks who are in the inner workings of the local government and part of the day-to-day operations. They relayed to me that the leader of our dear city is starting to get into panic mode because some reality finally started to set in, that Branson's job outlook is extremely bleak. He's considering lifting regulations and restrictions a bit quicker because soon he won't have a city to run. and his numbers are dropping rapidly. Our economy has suffered immensely, and the hike in taxes, the minimum wage blather, and other factors are costing us business quickly. Setting up a business has suddenly gotten hostile still again because of the ingrained Marxist philosophy that the left here holds has severely shuttered small businesses overall. And again, when you shutter the microeconomy, the macroeconomy will fall apart quickly. Here are some facts I found out. 1. 99.7% of U.S. business is a small business under 500 employees. The source for this is Small Business and Entrepreneurship Council. Anything that affects small businesses affects the vast majority of workers, about 99%. Number 2, whenever there is an unfunded mandate like required health care, Obamacare, or minimum wage going up, or increased taxes, businesses have to lay off people. There simply is no other way to pay for it all, as they've got a lot of loans already in place. Number 3, business has been cutting cost on materials for 20 plus years now. If they cut cost on materials further, quality will suffer and they'll lose customers. Workers are a business's highest cost, especially when it includes skyrocketing health care premiums and minimum wages that won't stop going up. Number 4, employers just can't find enough people to hire, so they use temps. People just don't want to come to work anymore. 5, as a seller of mowers and snowblowers, lost all but 2 people for saying the same reason. They work 12 hours a day doing sales and then repair small engines, and they can't find qualified, reliable workers to do this. 6, several other businesses are also hiring with higher wages, or trying to, and they're trying to attract people, but people just don't want the jobs. If a crash is bad enough, the people will demand socialism, unsustainable minimum wages, and universal income. That was the plan all along. Manufacture a problem, offer a solution, and have the sheep demand that solution. No, you can't see it yet, but the effects are starting to manifest themselves. There's only really one way out of this, and with the current administrations, city, county, and national, that's not going to happen. Remember, folks, when the people can no longer eat, revolt is imminent. Collapse has already started. We just haven't noticed yet. That's my take on it. What's yours? Let me know by emailing me at librarian@patsanswers.com and share the link to this vlog with your friends. I'm your host, Pat Cancer. Stay tuned for these important words and join us again next time. It is important to understand that the Constitution does not create rights for anyone. It simply serves as a grant of power to and a blueprint for the structure of the federal government. The rights of the people existed before the founding of the United States. You do not have constitutional rights. You just have rights. To protect them, you must understand them. The book, A Republic If You Can Keep It, can help you with that understanding. Available at patsanswers.com/blog. Click on the Store tab. $16.95 plus shipping and handling. All major credit cards are accepted. Buy it today.